Hello, I'm DIY Bronwyn, and this is my channel, DIY Bronwyn, and I'm so happy you're here. Today, I'm not doing a DIY. You can see my other little DIY here, though. My wall. I guess you can't see my hand. I have no Vanna White, but it's this wall. It's this wall here. Anyways, I have a microphone. I hope you can hear me better. Excuse me. Oh, it's actually pretty good. Okay, I'm here today, like I said, not for a DIY, as usual anymore. I'm just freaking out because I cannot believe that this situation is happening in our world, where a girl who is an Olympic swimmer, or a competitive swimmer, I should say, was trying to say she only wanted to compete with other biological women because she felt that I think it's Leah Thompson and people like Leah Thompson that were trans female athletes had too much of an advantage. They were bigger, they were stronger, they were more powerful, they had bigger muscles, they have more bone density, they just have more of everything. Like, they're just built different. Like, I don't know why people want to say, no, they're not, we're all the same. No, we're freaking not. We really, really are not the same. Anybody that wants to say that just wants to like erase the difference. You want everybody to be androgynous, and we're not. We're not all pansexual. We're not androgynous. We're not crazy. And not that you guys are. It's just we're not all these other things all of a sudden. This new, trans epidemic is what I'm calling it, is gone crazy. They basically are so mad because she said she just wanted to compete with just women that were biological women and not trans women, because it was, like I said, too much of an advantage. Got her chased down a hallway and punched by a man wearing a dress. Don't know what, sexual identity, and don't really care. And what's with, you got to announce your sexual identity or your pronouns before you even meet anybody. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. It's none of my fucking business. I don't walk in and say, hi, I'm hetero Bronwyn. I just walk in and I say, hi, I'm Bronwyn, or I'm DIY Bronwyn, whatever. Anyways, guys, we've got to do something. The women, we've got to unite. We've got to help Riley and stand up for other women like Riley and tell her that we're on her side. Women and girls, unite. We need to get together. We have to make this work. The trans community is going down in tubes. The LGBTQ is actually going down in flames because of what's going down now. You're fighting a war you really don't want. We are all loving of our kids. Doesn't matter if you're trans, if you're gay, if you're straight, or you're bi. If you're a parent, you love your family, you love your kids. We do. We raised you to be, a girl, and you grow up and you don't feel like you're a girl and you want to be a boy. Fine. After therapy and years of therapy, hopefully, then, maybe you'll figure out that you're not really, or you really are trans. And then you go through with that and you make the next steps after that. Surgeries are not always a good idea. Sometimes you need some surgeries, facial or the breasts or whatnot, but sometimes the bottom surgery, not so much, because it's very invasive, it's very involved, and a lot of people have had a lot of complications, and it never has worked right for them ever since. So, there's so much going on right now. And I have a trans daughter-in-law. I have no problem with the LGBTQ community whatsoever, like at all. I have a trans daughter-in-law. Even she says, well, what the fuck is going on? And she doesn't even swear. She doesn't understand either, and none of us do, why you want to just kind of be us instead of wanting to join and be part of womanhood. You want to take over womanhood and be the best at womanhood, and we're the best women that ever were, us drag queens, blah, 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 whatever, gay, lesbian, trans, gay, LGBT, blah, blah. I'm sorry, I don't remember all of them sometimes. I feel like Justin Trudeau, the dick. Anyways, God. And that's another thing. So now we have drag shows in front of little children where I saw an ass laser tag show. An ass laser tag show. They had those little, those laser pointers, they had them shoved up their asses, had no pants on because the laser tag was shining through from their butt to the other person's butt. There was butt laser tag. I shit you not. Look it up on YouTube. It's there. I mean, the stuff that's happening, the depravity that's going on right now, the stuff they're willing to do in front of children and the parents are not standing up and saying, no, is just beyond me. And stop coming out to your children if you're a trans or gay or lesbian teacher. When I was a kid, we had gay and gay and lesbian teachers too, but we didn't talk about it. It was none of our damn business what my teacher did on his downtime. And it's none of anybody's business for you to come in and start saying that, oh, hey, I have a puppet I want you to meet, and this diversity bullshit. I want you to sit down with my puppet and he's going to talk about, or no, they're going to talk about pronouns. And you have pronouns, everybody has pronouns. No, they're introducing this pronoun bullshit because they want to introduce a different actual gender thing that they believe in, which is that there's more than just two genders. There's at least 3, maybe 4, according to them. And then there's some people who are gender fluid that they say, oh, I went to bed as a girl, I woke up as a boy. Come on. That is not biologic. Biological women can compete with biological women. Biological men with biological men. Trans and gay are different. They just are. It's not the same. Trans men can't compete with men. They would get the floor wiped with them too. This is not about hating someone because of their sexuality. This is because we are actually different. And you guys are trying to be like, no, you're trying to gatekeep being women. No, we're trying to gatekeep getting our asses kicked by a man. Like, are you kidding? Men went to war. Men are stronger, tougher. There's so much, they're resilient. There are a lot of things. But you know what? So are we. But we're not necessarily men. And we don't have to get mad about it. It's just the way that it is. It's just a fucking fact. I heard somebody, I think it was Ben Cooper, Ben Shapiro. He's Brett Cooper, I love him. Ben Shapiro, I got him screwed up. It's like they're brother and sister in my head. But I love them. I like the way that they're very upfront with their feelings. And I get how they're saying it. And women, we need to protect women. We need to nurture our family of women. We want to stick together as sisters. And right now, there's trans women hating biologic women just because we were born biologic women. That is just hate. It's just hate. Hate. There's race hate. There's sex hate. There's just so much hate in this world. We've got to stop. Then there's the abortions. People are just, they don't mind if it's in the 3rd trimester. That's just mean and ghoulish. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're killing a baby. Anyways, and then there's you can't raise children to have no sexual identity. A boy is born and a girl is born. They're born with their sexual organs. You can't deny biology, but they're denying biology. They're saying that, we can make a baby without a man now. We don't even need a man. Well, why would you do that? Why would you think that you're God? You can take over now and you're just going to start making babies and somebody's, bone, DNA, whatever. It's just absolute bullshit. But the worst thing that I saw was when that girl had to run for her life up a hallway after being punched a couple times by a grown man. I'm sick. I'm fed up. I'm not going to take it anymore, and I'm not the only woman. So let us roar, women. Let us stand together, all of us. Let's all make videos. Let's all stand together. Let's make a rally. Let's do a protest. Let's do whatever we can think of to help and to support women and girls. Because girls and women, they're just getting hammered everywhere in society. It's if you're not gay, trans, or some gender fluid, binary, blah, blah, then, you're not popular, you're not cool, you're not hip. And that's not right. This is supposed to be something you're born with. Remember, born this way? Well, then if you're born that way, then you should understand that you feel that way, but your body was born as it was meant to be from God. I know I'm going to catch hate for that, but you were born with a penis or you were born with a vagina. Some people, there's intersex, but that's so rare, and you want to do your whole essence of your whole theory of being based on that one thing, that sometimes there's 2 sexes. You are not intersexed. You feel that you are a different sex. There's a difference. That's dysphoria. That's when you have therapy for years and years and years. But no, they don't do that. Now they're just like, hey, I'm a woman. I still have a penis and I don't have any breasts and I have a beard, but it's okay. I'm a woman. It's like, no, come on, you can't keep doing this to people. And us women, we don't deserve this. We've had to fight and claw for everything we've got in life. And same with the blacks. They've had to fight and claw for everything they got in life. But like, look how things have changed. And things have changed so much for the trans and gay community. And then you did this. You just like declared war on heteros. So like, I think that we should declare war on you. See how you fucking like it. Would you like that? I don't think you would like that. And you know what? I don't really care. We are heteros. I was born this way. I'm proud to be a woman. And being a woman isn't about hairdos, makeup, all that. Those are just accoutrements. That's just something that comes along with being a woman that we also like. We are also geologists. We are also astronauts. We are also physicists. We are also teachers. We are also crazy zealot professors. We are all kinds of things. And I'm finding that mostly it's a lot of these fat white bitches that have the most to gripe about, and they're the ones that are the teachers sitting down and telling the kids what they need to think in those classrooms. Like, those are the ones I'm having a problem with. And then they get in these, militant violence, struggles with protesting in crowds and stuff just because they want their voices heard, and they want abortions, and they want to be called female if they're male. They want to be called male if they're female, and everybody's just fighting and clawing and beating on everybody else. And this isn't going to go anywhere but in a bad way. And hell in a handbasket and fucking fast. This is already too long, but I just wanted to come on and say, women, come on, we've got to get rally together. Let's figure this out. It doesn't mean we're against trans or gays either. It just means we have to stand up as women for women, because nobody else is going to, and we're not just going to polite our way out of this situation. We already corrected ourselves into this situation. Nobody was strong enough to say, hey, hold on, wait a minute. Well, now I have to say it, and I know there's a bunch of people that are saying it, and we have to keep saying it, and you guys have to say it. We all have to write our congressmen, write our politicians. We don't have congressmen in Canada. I don't care. Write your congressman if you're in the United States about it. That's your thing. Here, we'll write to our politicians, and we should. And they're making laws that we cannot stand and say, we don't want you to have your pecker in a G-string in front of a toddler, and we're not allowed to say, hey, we don't want, drag shows. I wasn't over there protesting about it, but when you tell people that they're not allowed to protest, that's just bullshit. Because we don't have to agree, but you don't have the right to tell me how to feel either. We are not going to just be silenced by the rest of the culture now. Just because you're deciding you're all popular and important and special, and you mean more than everybody else, because that's what it seems like. You just want to be better than everybody else. That's what it's coming across like. It's like you think it's funny that you won as a trans female. You thought it was funny when you took the gold. It's not funny. You guys are just screwing around and you're just basically, if there's patriarchy and matriarchy, this is patriarchy in a dress, and now you're just taking over in another way. It's still you doing your shit to women, which is what we never wanted. We've always had our own thing, and now you want to be in that thing too. You want to be us too. You can't just let us even have our own womanhood. Now you guys want that. You want it all. Well, guess what? Everybody has to fight and claw, and nobody's perfect, and we're not going to just lie down and take your shit, okay? It's not going to happen like that. And I'm not the only woman who feels this way. And we all need to stand up, and we will. We're going to start rallying, we're going to start protesting, and we're going to say no more to this shit. No more. I can't handle this. I don't appreciate it. I don't like that you made this Riley girl run down a hallway afraid for her life because you bunch of activists were trying to kill her. And I heard the way that you were screaming at her, like, trans rights are everybody's right. Like, you guys were freaking out just because she said she didn't want to swim with another a competitor who was way more beyond her in strength and ability, because that person was born a man. Like, she just wants to swim with other women, like, and you wanted to kill her for it. You want to, like, lynch her, man. I don't know. You guys have gone off the rails. You've gone off the deep end, and you're wrong. You're completely wrong. And now people are gonna get fed up. And now I'm getting fed up with the whole movement. The lesbian, gay, trans thing is just getting old. And I have a trans daughter-in-law, and even she thinks it's fucking bizarro that you guys are all doing this. Because you know what? She just wanted to be her identity, and she is who she is. And I call her her, and I love her, and I believe she's a her. But you know what? I have no respect for somebody that's going to come at a woman in the hallway and punch her and say that you're a trans woman, and you're really not a fistful of dollars with your punching her in the face. You hit a woman. You're still a man who hit a woman. And I don't care what you want to call it, domestic violence, whatever. To me, this is domestic terrorism. You're going for the women in our society now legally. And the cops that stood there and didn't do anything while people were getting hurt and nobody has been charged, these protesters haven't been charged for trying to ransom her off. Somebody needs to answer to this, and they will. And it's all coming. It's just like all the things that happen with the jab. If you didn't want to get it and you had reasons for it, well, guess what? Those reasons are coming out as true now, aren't they? It's a whole bunch of stuff. Like all these things are being proven to be true. There is actual researches for this. And there's people that are having children right now, and they're saying, let's not raise it with any sex. You can say, okay, I'm not going to do like too much of gender stuff. I'm not going to do this, do that. But you cannot raise a kid to think they're not any gender. That's never been done before. What are you doing to their mental health? I think somebody might need to have a look at that. Like, and these are the kind of people, these activists that are being raised by other activist parents. Like a lot of them, I find it really funny. They're gay, they have a couple kids, but then they find out that they're gay, and so now they've got kids and they're gay. So they had the best of both worlds. You know, they got to be able to have procreation, but now they're gay, and then they want all the rights, and then say if it's a man, he wants to be a woman now. You're still the man. You're still a man. And I'm telling you, if you can pass to get into a ladies' room, nobody's probably going to bother you. But you're in a dress and a beard, you're not getting in. And I don't want to see anybody's pecker in the girls' women's bathroom. Those are little girls in there still. You fuck with the little girls, you're fucking with the mamas, and the mamas will fuck you up. And I'm one of the mamas and a grandmother. So don't test us. We've had enough. Women, unite. All over the world, we got to fight for our rights. And we should not have to fight men for a women's sport trophy. Okay? Okay. Just saying. Bye, guys. Don't hate me. You're gonna, but oh well.